just say your name and why are we here?
Charlie Hales, Mayor of the City of Portland. We're here because after a lot of thought and careful pondering, I've decided that the best thing for the City of Portland right now is for me to focus on the big issues of the city and not on a political campaign. The reality is, if I were to run for re-election, I'd need to spend 30, 40 hours a week campaigning. And the issues that are facing the city right now, affordability, homelessness, growth, gang violence, are huge and require my full-time attention. So it's a hard call because I love this city and I love this work. But I think the best thing for the city is for me to focus completely on that work for the next 14 months and open the door now, early in the campaign season, so that others can step forward and run for this great office. And I look forward to seeing who does that.
Mayor, what will you focus on in the next 14 months with all that time that you won't be campaigning?
One of the big issues, and it's got a little attention because they're planning wonks like me that spend a lot of time thinking about it, is our comprehensive plan. Portland's going to grow by 200,000 plus people in the next 20 years. That means we have a chance to grow the Portland way or the other way. And that's a set of issues that I worked on my whole life. I first ran for office back in '92 as a city commissioner because I looked like Portland was going to grow in the '90s. That wave of growth was tiny compared to the wave of growth that we're in now. So we have one chance to get that right, and that's what the comp plan represents. And you'll see me spending a huge amount of time on that plan and down to the details of how does new apartment buildings, how do new apartment buildings fit into neighborhoods better than they have been so far? How do we create more opportunities for row houses so that we have affordable home ownership options for people that want to buy their first home but are getting priced out of the single family market? How do we preserve the great old houses that we have and not demolish them in favor of McMansions? All those issues are in front of us right now, and I will get to bear down on those. The issues of housing affordability mean that we also need to go to the legislature and get the legislative preemption on inclusionary zoning lifted so we can require developers to build a percentage of affordable units in every project, not just in urban renewal areas. Homelessness, we have some huge things afoot. We've declared a state of emergency. We're going to open some more shelters this winter. Frankly, I want to be able to call people and say, I need your help in recruiting volunteers for that shelter rather than recruiting volunteers for my political campaign or raising money. So it's going to be liberating for me, frankly, to put my time and devotion and energy into the needs of the city in this list of issues where we've made progress, but we have a lot of work to do, rather than the distraction of a big political campaign.